came in silence, bare feet upon stone, faceless choir in the shadow of a throne. Every one of them stronger than one of us alone, and still they circled in to break us bone by bone. Hoods where their faces ought to be, eyes like dead moons staring through me. High above the hall on a throne of lies, a devil wore their skin in a cloak of stolen eyes. We were outnumbered, outmatched, backs to the wall. You send your broken to die for your call. You think we shadow when the odds climb high. We only get sharper when it's time to die. Raise your blades, raise your heads, hold your ground, this is our last stand. Faceless horrors in the flicker of the light. Archive Penumbra will devour this fight. You wrapped yourself in all the lives you waste. Cloak of faces, soul of disgrace. You sit in safety while your dead men fall in line. All those bones and not a single spine. Rath in the shadows with an arrow on the line, saw the wave breaking, heard the crack in time. He fell back, found cover, eyes like steel. Every arrow he loosed built to stagger and kill. Cannard in another nook, bow in the dark, waiting for the moment like a flint for the spark. When the monks crashed in, when the circle grew tight, they cut the ring open, gave us room to fight. Step by step they drove us from the throne, circle closing like the jaws of stone. Rath sang thunder from the bowstring line, Cannard drew red lines in a silent design. Raise your blades, raise your hands, hold your ground, this is our last stand. Faceless hordes in the flicker of light, Archive Penumbra will devour this fight. You wrapped yourself in all the lives you waste. Cloak of faces, soul of disgrace. You sit in safety while your dead men fall in line. All those bones and not a single spine. Taliesin called the moon into the hall, silver radiance poured down, answering his call. Pale light chewing through the faceless tide. Every step they took left a shadow that died. Thorgash laughed in the eye of the storm, monk against monks in a dragonborn form. Fists like thunder, feet like flying stone. He turned their teachings into shattered bone. Elemental echoes in every strike he threw, fire in his knuckles, storm in his view. You could hear their bones sing every time they met. He danced through the slaughter like a deadly duet. Brigitte saw the caster starting to drown, so she burst from the line, cut a path down. Steel in a whirlwind, armor slick with dread. Everyone she dropped gave her friends a breath. She moved too fast for the eye to track. One stroke forward, two enemies cracked. Blur of a great sword, heartbeat drum. She carved out a refuge when the end looked done. Florence called us fishes from the alchemist's sea, little guardians of shimmering chemistry. They swam in the air, took blows meant for her, stoils flaring bright in a shielding blur. He stitched up the broken with a practiced hand, smelling of tonics and powdered sand. Glass and water, prayer and art kept our blood inside and reunited hearts. Kurrok raised his hand and the tempo slowed, words like chains in a frostlit code. He twisted the battlefield, bent their stride, turned a charging storm to a sluggish tide. Every spell a hook that dragged them low, every curse a weight that killed their flow. While he grinned up high at the creature on the throne, daring that sack of bones to come down alone. All those bones and not a single spine. You wear dead men, yet none of them are mine. You hide in their faces, you coward in disguise. Do you ever hear them when your cloak still cries? When the last monk fell and the echoes died, we stood in the hush of the hall inside, lifted our gaze to the throne on high, where the bone-clad king watched with an empty eye. His shape flickered thin in a curtain of lies, a painted phantom in borrowed eyes. Kurrok raised his voice with a crooked on your false throne, wrapped in their fear. Rule over nothing, you were never here. Send all your puppets, spend all your slaves. One day you will follow them into their graves. The image wavered like breath in the air, broke into nothing, there was no one there. Just our harsh breathing and the fading glow, and a promise that someday he will lay below. Raise your blades, raise your hands, stand your ground, we defend this land. Faceless hordes could not smother our light. Archive Penumbra owns this fight. You wrapped yourself in all the lives you waste. Hey! Cloak of faces, soul of disgrace, we broke your chorus, one cut at a time. Hey! Kurrok took your throne as a wordless sign. Next time you face us, step out from behind. Bring all your bones